The Lord did not set the Israelites free for them to be Egyptians. He set them free so that they can be the Israelites. And here it is. God has set you free, but you want to be everybody except for you. You want thinner lips, you want narrower hips, you want lighter skin, but God made you uniquely you. Tell somebody, embrace who you are. Habakkuk crying out, man, he complaining. You want to know why Habakkuk's complaining? You want to know why Habakkuk's complaining? Because he is a prophet who has spent too much time with whiny people. And instead of saying what God says to the people, he's saying what the people said to God. Habakkuk, God made you a prophet. Why are you crying out to the Lord, talking about what the people are complaining about? And catch this, y'all. You got to be careful when you hang around whiny people. Because whiny people will contaminate your spirit. And instead of you worshiping when you're in the presence of the Lord, you'll be whining because that's what you're comfortable doing. Habakkuk was in the presence of the Lord. He was talking to God, but instead of worship, he was whining. I don't know how I'm going to pay my light bill. Whining. I don't know. They're going to close my job down. I don't know what I'm going to do, Lord. Whining. I'm sick, God. I don't know if I'm going to get better. Whining. You know why he was messed up? Because he was a prophet out of position. He was a prophet out of position. So look at the text in chapter 2. It opens up. It says that he says, you know what? I'm tired of being down here with these low perspective, low vision people. So he said, rather than them leading me, he said, I'm going to shift my perspective. He says, I'm going to higher ground. He said, I'm going to climb the wall. I'm going to climb the wall. Listen, when you get ready to change positions, it's not going to be easy. Sometimes you're going to have to climb stuff that are in your way. But God will always take an obstacle and make it a platform if you allow him to use you. Can I rewind that? Because that blessed me. It ain't even in my notes. Listen, God will take your obstacles and turn them into your platform if you allow him to use you. And that's what happens with Habakkuk. God took his obstacle, a wall that was in his way, and turned his wall into a platform so that he can be elevated, so he can get a higher perspective. Last night, Destiny and I were washing the cars, and I went and I got the water hose, and I turned the water hose on full blast. Full blast. I told Destiny, I said, Destiny, take the water hose and fill the bucket so that I can have soap and water so we can wash the car. Destiny did exactly as I asked. But I noticed that she was troubled in her spirit. You ever ask somebody to do something and they get troubled in their spirit? Because it's not going the way that you explained it would go. And so I went over and I said, Destiny, what's the problem? She said, Daddy, I'm trying to spray water into the bucket. She said, but it's just a trickle coming out. She said, but Dad, I saw you turn it on full blast at the water hose on full blast back at the hydrant. She said, but it's just a trickle coming out at the bucket. She said, Daddy, I don't understand how you turned it on full blast over there, but it's just a trickle over here. I said, baby, let me give you a different perspective on it. I said, whenever you see a trickle at the bucket, it means there's a wrinkle or crinkle somewhere else in the hose. In other words, there's a crinkle in the line, there's a pinch in the line, there's an interruption in the line that's keeping you from getting full blast in the bucket. So Destiny, with her new perspective, she went back and she was inspecting the hose because she knew that it was on full blast and she needed full blast in the bucket. And so she went back, she found the wrinkle or the crinkle in the line, she undid the crinkle, and the bucket got full blast water. And here's what I'm trying to tell somebody. The Lord is telling me to tell you right now this morning that many of you have a wrinkle in your connection with him. And so he turned it on full blast in heaven. He turned your blessings on full blast. He turned your deliverance on full blast. He turned your healing on full blast. He turned your finances on full blast. But you always letting folk wrinkle what God is trying to do in your life.